Well, hi guys, hopefully this finds you very well. My name's Paul, this is Plan Z, and welcome to the tricky world of trying to film the screen of a VE-500 with your iPhone. We're going USB from a Mackie mixer, we're going directly into the Mackie mixer, so there's nothing in between me and, there's the microphone into the VE, into a Mackie mixer, which goes into the phone from the USB. Okay, so there's no post-processing. It's raw. It's Plan Z. Here we go. So we're going to go in, and this is to cover input and output settings. This is an episode 1.0 where I'm finally going to get to cover my input output settings. I've been working on my mix and fine-tuning things and working on that kind of stuff. So I'm getting to a point now where I can really share with you what's going on. So on my input, and I'll be referencing this video, by the way, across the idea of this video is dealing with the input and output, because you're going to want to know that when I'm diving into effects, so this gives you a place to reference it. So here I actually dropped the level of my mic. I've got quite a strong voice and I like to get right in the proximity of the microphone sometimes and get really close and talk to you like this. Now my lips are touching the microphone at the moment, or my pop screen should I say, which is just slightly over it. I like to get quite nice and intimate, and I'll just back off. I'm about an inch away from the microphone now, and so you can see the level's low, but it still feels very strong. I'll tell you the strategy in just a little moment. You'll see it. I'm at 80 there. And here I'm on set 1 for the input and the output. And what I'll do is I'll do a copy of that set for both. And then when I turn up to a venue, go through their system. If I need to modify anything, I'll change the copy. And then when I get home, I'll have a little look at what those differences were, save the two in case I get, and then repeat the process if I get to another venue that has a problem, and I'll kind of have then several sets that work for different venues and speaker types, hopefully based off my main template. We then go into the EQ, where I'm taking one out of the low end, bumping the highs by 1 and bumping the level by 2, because I'm cutting on a Q of 8. What we got here? 400 minus 6, and I'm doing the same with 630 minus 6. Okay, my voice from working in studios, I know my voice is very strong in the low end, so I need to be very careful with that. And I use a microphone that's got a wider frequency range, and that kind of compounds the problem I've got with the low end, but not so much with the highs, which is nice. So I do my low cut to 200. That might be too high for you. Girls tend to cut up here, and boys would tend to cut a bit lower. But I've learnt the hard way. I need to cut higher, just because of my physicality. Now I don't put any of the high cut in here. Now, we're not using the notch filter, obviously. That's there for you to use at a gig if you run into trouble, or a rehearsal. So I'm going to come out of there, and we can now go into the input settings, the output settings, where this is obviously your mastering EQ. Let's come away from the end there, and let's go to the first page, where you'll notice, even though I've got my mic lower, I'm still a good volume here. I'm running this at 200, okay, and then I can run my mixer lower if I want to. So I'm going in at the strongest signal I can be going in on before I start working. I'm working in stereo, and I've got it set to instrument. Now here I've got the reverb at 100, but I've got the dry at 0, so there's no dry vocal when you go to vocoders and things. And we're on EQ set 1, same as the input. As the input. -2 on the lows, +1 on the highs, +1 on the overall level. See, look, I'm watching these lows again. You'll see here I do the cut at 800. That's really kind of dealing with your pops, your P's, your plosives. I'll help you out to cut there. So do that on a Q of 8, somewhere around there. And then here I'm just helping the high end along by doing a small cut on a Q of 8, only 3 dB, 4K. Then here I've got the low cut in again. I needed it. I tried it without it, but I needed it to go as high as 200 again. And I've got my high cut in at 12 to leave space for my cymbals. Okay, so that there is input and output settings for my for my little unit here covered. Hopefully that wasn't too painful, and I'll catch you soon. Take care. Bye bye.